Tonight is, of course, Bonfire Night, and in other years, many of us would have been enjoying fireworks, maybe at a big organised display.
All cancelled because of the pandemic. So what there is a concern about is that people may be tempted to plan their own events at homes. The concerns come from safety groups and medics.
So how can people stay safe? Joining us now is Chris Lowther, who's from the National Fire Chiefs Council. Very good morning to you, Chris.
Morning.
I mean, every year, of course, some people have home fireworks, they do it at home, but the worry is, in a way, that a lot more people will be doing that. What are the real risks?
Thanks, Charlie. Yes, the real risks, as you pointed out, are the fact there are no organised displays this year. The organised displays normally take care of hundreds of thousands of people in our community who want to celebrate Bonfire safely. Our concern this year is that with no organised displays, people could be tempted to hold their own fireworks displays, and these could be dangerous. It's really important to buy fireworks off legitimate suppliers, not from people over social media and not from people in houses.
I'm sure, Chris, over the years, you and your colleagues have seen exactly what a firework can do to a person, the damage it can do. Can you give it, just, by way of warning, can you give people a sense of that?
Certainly. Unfortunately, my 24 years as a firefighter, I've seen many firework injuries. They're predominantly around people's hands and face because that's the exposed areas, and it's predominantly children. I've seen life-changing injuries, lost eyes, lost fingers, lost limbs. It's been terrible. It's unnecessary. Fireworks are explosives and need to be treated with respect.
OK, well, Chris, I think the fact is there will be people who are watching this morning who are going to have firework displays and firework, displays in their gardens. And so let's help them be safe. Like, top 3 things to think about. You've already mentioned, I think, buying from a reputable seller.
Yes. So the best thing to do is plan ahead to be safe. Read the instructions on the fireworks. Take notice of the distances. It's really important you're far enough away from the fireworks. Never, ever return to a firework that you've lit that you think hasn't gone off. They are explosives. Most of them are safe if bought legitimately, but never go back to one which you've lit. And also, keep them away from pets and children before you've lit them. Best keep them out of sight and in a metal box, but certainly keep them away from pets and children and flammable sources.
Indeed. And you know what? The other thing that people do as well is bonfires as well. Now, I remember the advice, always check under the bonfire in case of, hedgehogs and animals and nesting if they've been built up. But also just some advice on that, because actually it's a big fire in the middle of a garden or the end of a garden.
This is right. I think for bonfires, we recognise they do take place. Bonfires need to be under the supervision of a responsible adult. Never, ever use aerosols or lighting fluid to light them because that can explode. Be very careful about the size of your bonfire. They can and do get out of control. Don't put them too near houses, telephone wires, fences, sheds, anything like that. Fires do spread. And ultimately, if you see a fire in a public place and you don't think it's safe, call 999 and we'll be out. We'll be very busy tonight, but we'll be out. We'll make sure our communities are safe. We want safe bonfire, safe firefighters and safe communities.
Chris, I was going to ask you about, what you're expecting this evening. I know normally it's a busy evening. Do you think because there are fewer of those big displays, do you think inevitably you and your colleagues are going to have busier night?
Bonfire is always our busiest time of the year, but I am expecting a busier period this time. Crews have worked really hard leading up to this with the community to try and minimise the impact. But I feel experience of certainly of last night when we're very busy leads us to believe that all the resources we've got, we're going to need. And people need to remember, when we're dealing with bonfires, we can't deal with house fires. We can't be at 2 places at once. Let's protect the fire service to protect life risk incidents.
Well, Chris, thank you. I know you and your colleagues are in for a busy night, as you say. We wish you the best for this evening and for all the work you're doing as well. People full of respect for the fire service, of course. Thank you very much.
Thank you.